So, Scott, for this week's free ad, I wanted to promote another service that I really like, and it's Richmond Dermatology. You can find Richmond Dermatology at richmonddermatology.com. So, I'm somebody due to some instances of skin cancer in my family. I need to go to the dermatologist a lot. I'm
Mm,
someone that's there quite often. You know my brother. You know my brother has parts of his bodies that's almost like mold and skin have flipped. Like he has moles with a speck
right.
of skin in it. So
The
our
moles have
family,
moles.
yeah, we are constantly at the dermatologist, or we should be. So I recently went, and I just wanted to, kind of tell you a little bit about my experience and why I recommend Richmond Dermatology. So to let you know, as I prepare to go, I'm one of these people that I will take a shower that is I call it a Silkwood shower. I cleanse every amount of filth and stink off me because I've realized that dermatologists have had to see some things that'll
Yes.
probably turn your soul and burn your eyes out. I don't want to be one of those people. So my
Mhm.
prep, like I go to an extent that I've been wondered if I've seared my O-ring, frankly, as I've been like cleaning out my back end area before I go.
Yeah.
And the main reason I do that is when you go to Richmond Dermatology, you're going to get a full inspection. You're going to get a very professional, be
Mhm.
100% clear that is extremely professional, and also that I'm receiving no compensation for this. And if anything, I have a feeling Richmond Dermatology would probably say, here's some money to not talk about us anymore. But for right now, I'm going with it. So I went recently for my 6-month checkup. And part of the process is you go in there and you're going to end up wearing what I'd call a sandwich paper robe at some
Mm.
point. You're butt bald naked. And as you can imagine, I'm not somebody that is, how to say this, I'm not, no one's going to mistake me for a butcher's window, I guess, when I'm nude. So,
Mm.
and the fact that I'm in a cold room with a bunch of, with end up being several people, they're going to see me naked. It doesn't do a lot for stimulus, if you know what I mean. There are
Yeah.
parts of my body that are crawling back into themselves, and then I get
Mm.
inspected. So, one of the things I really like about Richmond Dermatology is I get a full body inspection, very professional. There's always someone else in the room, very discreet. Um, I don't. There is a chance for a lot of indignity to happen, but that never happens to me there. And let me tell you something about a dermatologist that I don't know if they teach us in school. Maybe they do, but my doctor is extremely professional and very talented in the way that I will be inspected and then, still have my dignity. But there's one move in particular that is, I think, key to being a good dermatologist. And it's when your client is on their stomach and you're checking
Mhm.
their backside, and there's just one moment that you need to briefly check your backside, and this action happens. That your cheeks are briefly spread and delicately looked at. And I have to say,
Just gently spread over.
but it's a technique, and I discussed it with my wife, and I asked, how was your last visit? It was good. And I said, what I was really impressed with, and
Mhm.
I did this, and she knew exactly what I was talking about with that. So I'd say the only downside of the dermatology visit, and this is nothing against them, is
Mhm.
there's just a moment that it ends that you're lying on your stomach with a sandwich paper robe kind of open, your butt cheeks in the air, and then
Mhm.
someone, explains, well, you're good, stop on your way out, schedule another appointment, and
Mhm.
then everyone leaves while you're in that position on the table. It reminds me of our recent episode about being attacked by a bear.
Right.
But I would highly recommend Richmond Dermatology. Very professional. I don't have cancer. That's always good when you go to your dermatologist. If I
Yeah.
have, and they've taken some stuff out to make sure. Excellent professionalism, including this move. And maybe most importantly, they won't make fun of your penis. You can find out more about Richmond Dermatology at richmonddermatology.com. That's richmonddermatology.com.